The concept of VPN began to gain popularity when companies actively started using private networks to connect their geographically distributed offices, as well as employees working remotely, which happened in the early 1990s. What is a VPN? This abbreviation stands for Virtual Private Network. VPN creates an encrypted tunnel for data transmission and hides your IP address, helping you protect your identity online and allowing you to safely use public Wi-Fi points. Now let's move on to proxies. Proxies appeared almost immediately after VPNs. The first was launched in 1994 at the European Center for Physics and High Technology. It was invented to hide users' IP addresses. But what is a proxy server? Almost always, if you are browsing various web pages, your device connects directly to that website. But if you use a proxy server, the connection method is slightly different. When using a proxy server, your device first sends all web traffic to the proxy server, and only after that, the proxy server redirects the request to the target website. This means the proxy server acts as an intermediary between the user and the web page, changing the IP address. But what is the difference between a VPN and a proxy server? VPNs encrypt all data, while proxy servers do not. Data encryption provides additional security on the internet. Also, when using any proxy servers or VPNs, both tend to slow down the internet. The internet speed when using a VPN largely depends on the provider, but VPN services, especially paid ones, are generally considered faster than proxy servers. However, everything depends on the specific service. Now let's talk about costs. When using a VPN, you will most likely need to pay, as free VPNs have fewer features and are also less secure. Free proxy servers are also not recommended for the same reasons, but proxy servers are generally cheaper than VPNs. Let's move on to the coverage of VPNs and proxy servers. VPNs operate at the operating system level and encrypt all the traffic on your device, whereas a proxy server operates at the software level and redirects only specific application or web page traffic. This means that VPNs encrypt all your online activities, while proxy servers encrypt only one website or one application, so VPNs have broader coverage. In fact, there are several types of proxy servers. Let's talk about the most commonly used ones. Starting with HTTP proxies. HTTP proxies are designed for web traffic. A proxy server connects to the configuration file of a web browser, or if the browser does not support proxy servers, a browser extension is used, resulting in all web traffic being routed through the remote proxy server. Next are SOCKS 5 proxy servers. SOCKS 5 proxy servers work on websites. In addition, they can be used to access file-sharing platforms, streaming services, and online games. However, connecting to applications via a SOCKS 5 proxy server may be slow. The last type of proxy servers is transparent proxies. Proxy servers are not only used to access specific websites, they can also be used for the opposite purpose. For example, some organizations, companies, schools, libraries, or even parents can set up a transparent proxy server to block or filter certain content when using the internet. You may have used a transparent proxy server without even noticing it. To sum up, if you need to hide the IP address of just one application or web page, a proxy server will do this task perfectly. But if you need to completely hide your IP address and stay invisible online, then it's better to use a VPN, as it routes traffic through a secure VPN server and encrypts it, while a proxy server simply routes traffic through an intermediate server without always providing additional security. Therefore, VPNs provide greater privacy and security.